Hey, what's up, guys? Cargon back in the video, and today I want to do my Broncos strengths and weaknesses going into Week 13. There, so we have we host the Browns. The Browns are coming to town. There, we host the we actually host Cleveland. There, we host the Cleveland Browns. There, they're coming to town, and technically. What we need to do there mostly was going to the fixes there. What we need to fix there, we need to mostly get the running games involved there into the practice there. Kind of mostly make Javonte Williams and McLaughlin mostly get 99% of the rock this week there, because technically last week there we did kind of mess up last week there. We didn't really use the running game at all last week. So that did kind of hurt us there. So we need to get the running game really involved this week there. Um, that's what we need to do on it there. Also on practice there, we need to find our targets there. Try to get those first. Mostly we need to find our targets there, and try to find mostly the comfortable man there to get those first downs there in the practice mode. Try to find mostly getting the mostly targets there. We did kind of struggle last week against the haters there, and most of the haters kind of find some weak points there. We also need to mostly block on the offensive side there to mostly compensate there and stuff. Also for the also we need to fix there going into practice. We need to mostly um, do not look pretty soft there and actually stop the run there. Because mostly last week the haters actually kind of ran against us big time last week, and it did kind of hurt us there, and we couldn't stop the run at all. So we need to fix that going into this week there. Um, so yeah, that's what we need to do there for the fixes there. Um, so let's go right into the game there. So we host the Browns there on Monday Night Football. There we host the Browns on Monday Night Football there. So what we need to do there to actually possibly actually do successful in this game. So what we need to do, we need to have on the offensive side there, we need to have Bo Nix there to get comfortable and try to find mostly a lot of those targets there against the Browns there. They're not that pretty good there on their defense. Their defense is pretty bad there. So mostly what they're actually pretty weak against there. Mostly the Browns defense, it's mostly bad against the run there. So mostly if we use Javonte and McLaughlin in this game there to run a lot in this game there, most of the Browns will not see it coming there, because technically the Browns defense is not that good against the run there. They're really, really bad against the run there, and technically if we use a lot of the running game there and moving down the sticks there, we need to move down the sticks and getting those first downs, executing those plays there for it there. Also for the passing game, we also need to find our targets there, and mostly the tight ends might be actually your best friend in this game also, because that's one way they're pretty weak against the throw there. It's the tight ends there. So technically if we can find our tight ends there, we can actually get those first downs. We need to get those first downs, moving down the sticks, getting first downs, and keep Bo Nix in cover there. We need to keep Bo Nix in cover, because if Bo Nix there gets a lot of pressure there and he mostly gets a lot of sacks there, technically the Browns defense is actually good against the pass there. We need to keep the running game in check. We need to keep the running game going. We need to keep the running game going, getting those first downs, executing the plays, and moving the sticks there. Because if we keep moving the sticks there and getting those first downs there, we can actually get mostly that's what we need to do on our offense side there, and mostly punch it in the red zone. Because if we punch it in the red zone there, the Browns are not going to really get to respond there on their offensive side there, or on their defensive side. So, that's what we need to do, is move down the field, executing it, getting those first downs, and executing those plays there. That's what we need to do to to possibly push over this there. That's how you mostly win in the offensive side. For the defensive side there, what we need to do on the defense there, we need to mostly pressure Jalen Williams there. I think it was Jalen Williams or Jalen Williams or something. No, not Jalen Williams. Jaden Daniels. Not Jaden Daniels. I forgot that one rookie's quarterback name. Wentz. Yeah, Jalen Wentz there. So if we mostly pressure Jalen Wentz there and mostly get Nick Manito on him and have Cooper on him, mostly having a 2-1 punch there, he will feel the pressure there. He is a rookie quarterback there. He will have rookie mistakes there. He will definitely have rookie mistakes there in this game there. He's been pretty good there. He's much better than Deshaun Watson there. If it was Deshaun Watson, we might have to do a different plan there. But this guy is totally, totally different there. He knows how to play the game there. He knows how to burn your defense there. So technically, if we can keep him under pressure there and keep him off the pocket there and not make him throw the football there, but make him mostly pressure there and mostly get him through the pocket there, because he will burn you. This guy will burn you. He's not Deshaun Watson, who honestly, he's not really like Deshaun Watson there. He is not Deshaun Watson there. I'm mostly looking at the two games there. They did a successful against Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Those teams were not pushover teams there, and we had struggles with those teams. So we need to mostly watch out for this Browns team there. This Browns team could be a threat there, and that's the real thing. We need on our defensive side. We need to keep Jalen Wentz there in check. We need to mostly keep him in check there. I can't really say his name, but we need to keep the quarterback in check there. We need to keep Cleveland's quarterback in check there. He is a rookie, but he can burn you. He can easily burn you. Or no, not really a rookie. He's a second year. This guy's a second year, but he can actually burn you. He can actually burn you if we don't watch it there and we mostly play soft defense there. We can't really play soft defense against this quarterback there, because this quarterback is pretty tough to stop there. He is really tough to stop there. And how we're mostly gonna beat him, we need to mostly get a lot of pressure on him in this game. Also, for the running game there, we need to stop Nick Chubbs. Nick Chubbs is the number one thing where this guy who honestly can easily burn a lot of plays there. He can burn a lot there. So mostly we have to mostly keep him in check there. We mostly need to keep Nick Chubbs in check, because Nick Chubbs there, he's the one that's actually making them win those games. Those last two games they won there against the Ravens and the Ravens and the Steelers there. He won those games there because of that. So we need to keep him in check there so we can mostly pressure him there and mostly have him a bad time, because technically if we don't check Nick Chubbs, he's going to burn us there, and he's going to burn us in major yards there. So we might want to check Nick Chubb there, because Nick Chubb is the guy we need to watch out in the running game department. We need to mostly cram up that middle there, and not make him lose some yards there. That is the main part. Nick Chubbs is the one guy we need to watch out this week. Nick Chubbs is the one guy I think we need to fucking watch out this week, because Nick Chubbs is back there, and that was why I was kind of a little bit afraid of there, because if Nick Chubbs was not playing, obvious we should easily steamroll this team, but I don't really see a steamroll in this team with him playing. So I think we need to check him down. That's what we need to do, is check him down there, because if we check Nick Chubbs down and mostly make him not move the ball as much there, we can actually possibly win in the defensive front there for the running game. For the wide receiver game there, we need to mostly for the wide receiver game, we need We need PS2 on their best wide receiver. Have PS2 going against Jerry Jeudy there, because Jerry Jeudy knows how to mostly break the tackles there and go the opposite direction there. So if we have PS2 on Jerry Jeudy there, we can actually, that's kind of funny, we actually are playing against Jerry Jeudy. Actually have him locking down, actually have him walking down his best, mostly the 10 on their best wide receiver there, have PS2 locking down their best wide receiver there, and mostly I think Randy Moss can mostly block Jerry Jeudy there, because Jerry Jeudy is the one guy I think we need to lock down. Riley Moss needs to lock him down. I don't know if Riley Moss is playing in this game, but we need to lock him down majorly, or maybe possibly if Riley Moss is not ready to go there, I think we need to lock down Jerry Jeudy there with mostly double team Jerry Jeudy there, so he can't really move there. So yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it there on the defensive front there. For special teams, we need to mostly protect our kicker there, like we've been doing the last couple weeks there, and mostly have Mims runs it back. So, yep. Comment, rate, more sponsors to the bros. We like the alert bros. Please subscribe. Hit the bell notification and say below your live streams. Comment sponsors to the bros. Like, out. Out of peace.